One of the most important things from an investment standpoint for you, because the number one investment you're going to have is your real estate business. So a lot of us are thinking, what should I do with stocks? What should I do with bonds? What about a 401k? Should I buy some rental property? Should I do all of these different things? I think you need to invest in you. Until you get to $1 million, you need to, at least $500,000, but I would prefer $1 million. You need to invest in you. The dumbest thing you can do, like a lot of the younger folks right now are like, I got $500. Which stock should I invest it in? If you do a good job, it would be $550, and then you have a brokerage fee at the end of a year. If it doubled, you ain't going to do well, which doesn't happen. NVIDIA has never happened before, ever, in history. Not with Yahoo, not with Amazon, not with anything. It's never happened before. So if it tripled, it's not enough for you. If it's quadrupled, it's not enough for you. No, you know what you should have done with that $500? Invested it in you. You know what you should have done with that $5,000? Invested in you. Learn something, take action on something, create a business for yourself. It's the reason I don't believe in college. If you go to college, it's so that you can work for someone else to build their dream. You do not need to go to college to do anything you want to do. I told Taylor when we first started dating a couple years ago, she's like, well, what if you wanted to be a doctor? Well, then I'll just go buy a hospital and that doctor can work for me. I own the hospital. You don't need to be the doctor. You would be the one doing the work. You can go today and buy a Med Express urgent care franchise, and you can have 2 doctors and 3 nurses working for you tomorrow. You own the freaking hospital. It costs you $200,000 to do that. $200,000, you get the franchise, and you own the hospital. Why are you doing medical bill and having student loans until you're 71 years old and facing malpractice and doing all this crap? For what? Own a franchise. Buy something that you don't have to have that degree. Yeah, how many of you know you could own a real estate office and not be a broker? Right? You can, like Keller Williams has all kinds of owners and operating principals and everything else that are not owner. You could own a law firm and not be a lawyer. My mom said, when you grow up, I want you to be a doctor or a lawyer. Right? And those are the ones that have student loans forever. Those are the ones that are miserable, that nobody likes, that they think they're overpaid, and they don't make a lot of money, just like realtors. They all think we're overpaid, and we've been killing people on commissions forever, and we're all starving to death. But that's what people believe. We can own a law firm. All of us can open Luther and Associates today. We can open our own real estate office, and we don't have to have a real estate license. We can own the business instead of running the business. I could save $150,000 a year if I replace Nicole with someone that's a whole lot cheaper than her, because I can damn sure get somebody to do her job for $30,000 a year. They'll just do a really shitty job, and the business will fail miserably, and you got exactly what you paid for. The more you pay them, the more they will do. We're taught that we need to try and be as cheap as we can or save as much as we can. I will promise you the one that's $30,000 a year will cost you so much more than the one that's $100,000 a year. Because the one that's $100,000 a year will make you $500,000, right? So that's how you want to really look at this, and that's what we were talking about. I know some of you were, and I kind of worked out a deal for some of you last night where we were talking about this area exclusive thing and me doing the CMO and that type of thing. I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. I'm not selling anything, but I know a lot of you are interested in that, so we'll have a hey if you're interested kind of thing. It's handwritten, unfortunately, because I literally wrote it in the hotel with hand last night, and they're making copies. So just telling me what city you'd like to reserve if you are interested in it. But that is expensive. It's a hell of a lot more expensive not to do it. It's a millions of dollars retirement gone if we don't do what we're supposed to do on marketing. It's millions of dollars made if we do what we are supposed to do on marketing. So if my advertising budget with Facebook is $100,000 a month, I'm going to be rich. If I say, oh my gosh, that's so much money, I want to go to $500 a month, I will be poor. You guys follow that? But you have to track those advertising dollars and make sure that they're actually correct. So one of the most important things is to get an exact number on your advertising dollars. How much are you spending? What kind of response rates are you getting? But if you track your exact numbers on ad spend, your goal is for that investment to be as high as possible. If you want to talk about investing, invest in your business, invest in your list, invest in that universe of people, your sphere of influence that know who you are, that you're talking to. If you talk to more people, you are going to make more money. That's all there is to it. The person that has 5,000 people on their list does a lot better than people that have 50 people on their list. And generally, the people that have 50 people on their list aren't talking to them at all. They're completely ignoring their list. So really, you own none. What's the difference between someone that can't read and someone that doesn't read books? Nothing. They both get no knowledge. Whether you're illiterate and can't read, or you choose to own books instead of read them, which is what most people do. They love owning books. They just don't like reading them. They like reading the first 7 pages. There's no difference. So you really want to look at that the same way with marketing. Just because you can market doesn't mean you are doing it. Just because you do have a list of a sphere of influence doesn't mean you're marketing to them. You might have 200 people that you send a freaking holiday card to. Oh, it's Christmas. I better talk to my people. That's how often you talk to them? That's how much you talk to your great uncle who's an alcoholic every Christmas. So you really want to start thinking about, how do I build my universe? How do I get more people? How do I spend more ad spend, as long as I can hold that dollar accountable to results? But the low on that ad spend, I want to get as high as I can. The lower the number is, the lower your income is. The higher the number is, the higher your income is. I study these numbers as well as every deposit and withdrawal on the marketing side, on the advertising side, just like I do in my bank account. How many of you check your bank account every morning and you see like this cleared, this went through, I got this deposit, I got this withdrawal, you kind of know what's going on? You should know the same thing on your ads. That's a bank account. When you log into Facebook, or you log into Google, or you log into your YouTube account in Google or whatever, you've got withdrawals from ad spend, you've got deposits from income. This is what I spent, what did I get? Cost is only a factor in the absence of value. So I study these numbers, and Nicole studies those numbers and brings me the pertinent info. I don't look at reach and views and all the vanity metrics. People get excited by likes, all of that stuff. I care about freaking money. How much did I spend? How much did I make? All that other stuff, I know it all ties in, but all that stuff doesn't matter to me. I want to see bottom line numbers. Where did we end up? And then we can adjust from there. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.